Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the November content lineup that they did just drop for us here to see what we have going on, as well as taking a look at a couple of leaks that we do have regarding a new Gigantamax Pokemon, which is unfortunately not going to be usable or really good for anything, but it is a fun Pokemon, Gigantamax, and that's going to be Meowth. We'll look at that in just a minute, as well as a new Dynamax that's going to have multiple evolutions. That's going to be Eevee. That's very interesting. We're going to be going over which ones are going to be, the evolutions you actually want to make as versus the ones that are just not going to be that useful for you. But with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for November. All right, max battles. So from November 3rd until the 9th, you're going to be seeing Inkay, which is going to be a very nice Dynamax edition. Remember, it is going to be getting a Mega, so if you do want to invest in one, it's probably going to be best to try to get the best Dynamax as possible so that you can have a Dynamax as well as a Mega all in one without having to power up more. And then we do have Ralts from November 10th until the 16th, which is going to be fantastic as well, especially in the Gardevoir form, because it's going to be a very good fairy type attacker. You could use it as a psychic type attacker as well, but unfortunately Glade's not going to really have that usability too much. Moving it on, we do have Toxtricity Amp form as well as Low-Key form from November 17th until the 23rd. They're identical, they just look different. And then we do have Eevee from November 24th until the 30th, and that is going to be amazing. We're going to talk about that more in depth. We're going to go over the name tricks so you know everything, as well as which ones are going to actually be good. Darumaka from December 1st until December 7th, which is going to be a pretty decent fire type attacker if you get a good one of those, especially shiny. In the 5-star raids, from November 4th until the 11th, you're going to be seeing Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. And then November 18th until the 25th, I'm going to take some action in this one. I'm going to do some of these because I want to get some more XL Candy. Heatran, okay, that one's on my list to power up. And then November 25th until December 2nd, you're going to be seeing Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. And they've been bringing those son of a guns back quite a bit. Is it just me, or do I feel like we're going to get Paradox in those soon? All right. And then from November 4th, these are Mega Battles, until November 11th, you're going to see Mega Beedrill, Mega Pinsir, and Mega Heracross. November 11th until the 18th, you're going to see Mega Tyranitar and Altaria. November 18th until November 25th, Mega Ampharos and Mega Manectric. November 25th until December 2nd, Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Medicham, and Mega Garchomp. So Mega Beedrill is going to be a pretty good poison type attacker. Mega Pinsir and Heracross are good bug type attackers. Mega Tyranitar is going to be a great rock and dark type attacker. Mega Manectric is going to be your best Mega Electric type attacker, but I don't know if you really want to make that. And then, Garchomp's great. Aerodactyl's pretty okay, but there's better. Spotlight hours. Let's take a look at what we have spotlight hours here. All right. So Weedle on November 4th is going to be ×2 transfer candy. Morlul on November 11th is going to be ×2 evolution XP. And it looks like for Weedle we have an arrow up, which indicates that you will be getting or have a chance to get Mega Beedrill energy when you do catch a Weedle. So keep that in mind if you want more energy for your Mega Beedrill. And then Sableye on November 18th is going to be ×2 catch Stardust. So that one is definitely going to be something you want to go for. Let's see here. May award Beedrill energy if caught during the spotlight hour. May awards Sableye. Okay, I don't know why they do go red and green, but the Sableye does have a chance to get Mega Energy as well. So that's definitely going to be a good one to go for on November 18th. Scrafty on November 25th is going to be ×2 catch XP. All right, let's go ahead and move it on to the dates that we do have throughout November here for different events that they have lined up. I'm not going to get too in-depth for these. November 4th until the 9th is going to be the Enchanted Hollow. November 10th until the 14th, Into the Wild, which is going to be the pregame for the event on November 15th and 16th, which is going to be the Go Wild area itself, which is going to be featuring Grimmsnarl in Gigantamax form, as well as in the 4-star raids, and you can even hatch its pre-evolution. And then November 18th until November 22nd, you're going to see High Voltage. November 21st until November 24th is going to be Max Battle Weekend, and November 25th until November 30th, Final Justice. All right, now that's going to have something to do with Keldeo. I do believe they'll probably release the final steps for the tasks, and then you're going to be able to collect that, and we're going to be able to shift the form of it as well. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to take place then. November 29th until November 30th is going to be Max Battle Weekend, and then November 30th is going to be November Community Day. All right, folks. So I'm going to make this quickly here about the people complaining about the community day being on Thanksgiving weekend, I don't understand the big deal. This is a couple of days after Thanksgiving, and you might even have time off. You might be in a new city hanging out with family. You don't have to work, whatever the case may be. And I don't see the big deal. You got more people to hang out with. You got time off. Or is it because it's like cutting into time hanging out with family? But I guess people will find something to complain about all the time, including myself. Actually, I'm more just based. All right, let's move on here. Raid hours. You have Raikou November 5th, Entei November 5th, Suicune November 5th, Heatran November 19th, Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion on November 26th, and that's going to be from 6 to 7 p.m. And then they are going to be bringing out Shadow Latios, which will start in the raids, let's see here, from November 2nd until December 2nd. So if you're looking for that, I really didn't go hard on Latios. Honestly, I just feel like that's just another money pit, but that's just me. All right, now taking a look at some of the leaks from Pokemon Group here, we do have Gigantamax Meowth, Gigantamax Gardevoir, and Gigantamax Grimmsnarl with their moves. So G-Max Snooze and G-Max Gold Rush. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Meowth, honestly. So I hope that they up the, maybe they Stardust, maybe they have like a special thing for it. Like, oh, they'll probably just do their typical thing. You know, purchase a ticket times 2 Stardust. That would be great if it was times 3, seeing that this is not particularly useful for anything. You know, still fun design. It's still going to be easier to take out. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Gigantamax Meowth. Who knows when they're going to drop that, but it's in the code, so we'll have to see sooner than later. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the EVs. Which one do you want to evolve your Gigantamax or your Dynamax Eevee into? There will be a Gigantamax Eevee, which you are not going to be able to evolve, I do not believe. Yeah, you can't, right? As far as the Dynamax is concerned, let's see here. I'll throw it up here. I'm not going to tell you all the names. I'm just going to go over which ones are good. So, Vaporeon could be a good tanky water type attacker, I suppose. But you have other things like Inteleon, Gigantamax Blastoise, even Dynamax Blastoise. Pyroar, or that's going to be a Flareon. You got Charizard. I know this is my favorite Eevee evolution, and I don't want to say it's not worth it, but I'm not going to power one up. What's the point? I mean, come on, guys. We're starting to waste Stardust here. Espeon could be used as a decent psychic type attacker, actually, for now. You do have Alakazam. But this one's all, if you like this one, maybe you get a shiny. You can definitely use this for now. Leafeon could be used as a decent grass type attacker, although you do have Rillaboom and Venusaur. Those are the only grass ones, right? And there's going to be more grass types released in the future, so I wouldn't rush to it. But you could make that, definitely not on the list. So far, the only worthy really one is going to be Espeon, technically. Jolteon, not so much. Yeah, not so much. You could make it, but I don't know. That's on you. I don't think it's really worth that. Now we have another one. Sylveon, definitely worth it. 100. This is actually probably the best one out of all of these here to make with your Dynamax Eevee. Simple as that. It's going to be a great fairy type attacker for those dragons, okay, or fighters. And then you have Umbreon, which I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you are a fan enough of it, I get 100 or something, a Dynamax Eevee, and you're like, I want to make this one, that I guess you can go ahead and do that, but you're just going to be a tank. And then you do have Glaceon, which could, contribute some ice damage for sure, but, you do have Gigantamax Lapras and Articuno, so... And we're going to get a lot of other things in the future. We have Krigogonal as well, too. So it's up to you. So the number one thing here is going to be Sylveon. And in order to get that, you're going to have to get 70 Buddy Hearts, all right? Aside from that, yeah, I put up the thing so you can see the name tricks. I mean, you can look it up. But yeah, Sylveon, okay? So we won't harp on that too much longer. Let's go ahead and hop into my inventory here. I'll go ahead and throw this video up so we can see. I have a ton of EVs. I have a ton of... these evolutions. I had to transfer a whole heck of a lot because I was just starting to stack on way too many, but I do have a bunch of EVs ready to go. Unfortunately, now with this whole new Dynamax system, I'm going to have to start the collection again, because if we do somehow, some way get a new EV evolution in the future, then I want to have a Dynamax ready and not one of these regular ones, because I want to have, I want it to be part of all of the features and not excluded like they did here. I wish there was like an item that allowed you to shift change a particular Pokemon into a Gigantamax or a Dynamax. If anything, just a Dynamax would be great. And you can do this like once a month. You could pick one Pokemon that is already a Dynamax form, okay? I'm not just saying pick anything to become a Dynamax, right? If it's already released and we get an item per month, maybe it comes in the Go Pass or whatever through the deluxe version, and then you can pick whatever Pokemon you want to become Dynamax. I would say Gigantamax, but I don't want to make it too OP, but Dynamax if it's already out. That'd be fantastic. It's not going to happen, but hey, just thought I'd throw out that fun little thing. So as you can see, I do have this Sylveon set and ready to go here. I'm not going to make it. It's a 98. It's a 15, 14, 15. So I'm just going to obviously focus on the Dynamax now. But hey, there you go, folks. Just wanted to drop this for you here. As far as I've been waiting to do the Party Play Global, but it's Niantic and they screwed it up and they had to retrieve it. They reverted it back because it was freezing people's games. And it's still not out yet. Is it actually out for some of you? Because it's not personally out for me. And you know what else isn't out for me yet either? That other people have been having for months on end now, is the fact that you can select multiple people to invite to a raid when you're in a raid or a Dynamax battle. And I can't do that yet, nor can people around me. I don't know. Is it just like an Android thing? But it's pretty whack. Anyways, just thought I'd drop that information. I think the most fun thing about all of this here is honestly not even any of the information that came out of the Pokemon Go tweet itself, but the leak, and that's going to be Gigantamax Meowth. Now, I am going to obviously rate Grimmsnarl, but tell me why I'm more hyped for Gigantamax Meowth than Grimmsnarl. Yeah, I know Grimmsnarl is actually going to be useful and viable in raids and in PvP, and it's just going to be an all-around fun Pokemon and great Pokemon to have, as opposed to Gigantamax Meowth not doing anything for you. But I don't care. I just like it. It looks better. It looks fun. Grimmsnarl looks... I don't need to get all down that route. Whatever. But anyways, there you have it, folks. Just thought I'd drop that information for you. Aside from that, like the actual stuff... Shoot, hold on. What do I find actually good here? What am I... Oh, the Heatran. The Heatran and the Eevee. And the Inkay. That's it. And then some of those events that we don't actually know what's going to happen yet. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.